Coalition. Portobello Count, Holly's Our Wave, and the back tier is Platanos. We have a recall in the first. Race number 1, top of the stretch, Maud's Memory, Mary's First, Island Navigator, Sea Robber, Cole Sarah, Rainbow Coalition, Portobello Count, Holly's Our Wave, and Platanos. They are off and pacing. Sea Robber off the gate first, looking for the lead. Maud's Memory drives out second. Mary's First up on the limb is third. Grabbing a seat, Highland Navigator fourth. On the limb, Holly's Our Wave is away 5. Platanos next in line 6, followed by Cole Sarah in 7. Racing in 8. As they continue down the backstretch is Rainbow Coalition. And trailing the field in the early going is Portobello Count. They head on to the opening quarter. Mary's First reaching up for the lead. Has it by 1 length. Sea Robber sitting in the pocket. Next in line, Maud's Memory is third. Taking a look out of 4 is Island Navigator. From 5, that's Holly's Our Wave. 6th in along the rail is Rainbow Coalition. 3 wide racing 7th is Portobello Count, and trailing the field Platanos. They make their way by the 3/8, 31 and 2 was the opening quarter. Off the top turn, they approach the half. Mary's First up on the outside. Maud's Memory now to challenge for the lead on the inside. And racing out of 3 as they approach the half is Sea Robber with cover. Portobello Count on the limb is 4th. 5th locked in at the rail, Island Navigator. Outside and racing from 6 as they check in at the halfway point, Holly's Our Wave. And we go back to Rainbow Coalition, Platanos, and Cole Sarah into the turn. They approach the 5/8, 106 and 4 was the half. They continue to the backside for the final time. Mary's First still the leader. Up on the outside. And closer second now is Portobello Count. They make their way on to the 3/4. Mary's First being pressured by Portobello Count. Sea Robber third. Holly's Our Wave well spotted on the limb is racing 4th. Island Navigator takes a look out of 5. Holding down 6, Rainbow Coalition. Cole Sarah wide 7th. They move on to the upper turn. Mary's First is the one to catch. Has it by half a length outside. That's Portobello Count right there. Second, Holly's Our Wave set to come 3 wide third. Looking for room along the rail is Sea Robber 4th. Island Navigator tipping 3 wide 5th. They move off the top turn, 140 and 1, the 3/4. They straighten out through the lane final time. Holly's Our Wave takes over the lead. They drive through the stretch for the final time with Holly's Our Wave. Up on the far outside, Island Navigator. Portobello Count is third, but it will be Holly's Our Wave to win it. Finishing second is Island Navigator. Portobello Count third. The winner of race 1, number 8, Holly's Our Wave, an 8-year-old chestnut son of Wavor, by Stan Gabriel, Henry Smallwood driving. The mile in 2:14 and 4/5. Race number 2 of the evening, top of the stretch has Lone Water Hobo, Turnip Joe Ranger, Unfair Advantage, Precious Ace, Selkirk, and All Canadian. They are off and pacing. Unfair Advantage off the gate looking for the early lead. Lone Water Hobo is hustling out from the rail. Those two vying for the early lead as they race into the first turn. Precious Ace up on the limb is away third. At the rail and racing 4th, Turnip Joe Ranger. From 5 is Selkirk, and 6th and trailing, that is All Canadian. Down the backside, first time as they approach the quarter. Unfair Advantage sets the early tempo, leads by 2 lengths. Lone Water Hobo is second. Parked out, Precious Ace third. Along the rail, Turnip Joe Ranger is 4th. Selkirk is racing out of 5, and All Canadian remains at the back of the field. They were past the initial quarter in 29 and 1/5 second. They're midway through the upper turn. Unfair Advantage is still showing the way by 2 lengths. Lone Water Hobo in pursuit second. Getting the parking ticket is Precious Ace third. Along the rail and traveling 4th, Turnip Joe Ranger. Here comes All Canadian 5th on the outside. And Selkirk moves to the outside from the back. They check into the halfway point. Unfair Advantage continues to dictate the pace. Precious Ace, under urging on the outside, is racing second. Down in the pocket third as they dip into the turn is Lone Water Hobo up on the limb. Within striking ranges, All Canadian sitting fourth. Fifth along the rail is Turnip Joe Ranger, and Selkirk on the outside is sixth. The half in 1:01. They approach three quarters. Unfair Advantage being pressured by Precious Ace. Precious Ace now sticking a neck in front. All Canadian looms dangerous on the outside. Third locked in is Lone Water Hobo. Fourth, fifth on the outside is Selkirk. They head into the turn on their way to the 7/8, 1:33 and 4 the three quarters. It's Precious Ace showing the way by one. All Canadian is racing along second, dropping back. Unfair Advantage. Selkirk swinging wide third. Off the turn, less than 1/8 to come. Precious Ace leads them through the stretch. All Canadian trying to close in second. Selkirk on the outside is third. Through the lane, final time. Precious Ace trying to fight off All Canadian. Selkirk up on the far outside. Precious Ace, All Canadian, Selkirk at the line. It's close between Precious Ace and Selkirk. All Canadian gets the show spot. The second race winner, number 4, Precious Ace, an 8-year-old gelding by Precious Fella of Blair Laffin, Robert Laffin driving. The mile in 2:09. Race 2 is official. Race number 3, Clonmel Superior, Diplomat Sandy, Bird Tanner, Swinging Wave, Calhoun Clipper, Blue Mineral first, and Major Governor. They are off, and as they leave the gate, Swinging Wave away to grab the early lead. Bird Tanner out second. Up on the far outside, Blue Mineral first is away third, on the inside fourth. That is Clonmel Superior. Up on the limb, Calhoun Clipper has 5. Diplomat Sandy from 6. And 7th as they move down the backside for time 1 is Major Governor. Seating arrangements complete as they continue on to the opening quarter. Swinging Wave leads the way by 1. Blue Mineral first, tied up is second. A gap of 4 lengths back to Bird Tanner third. In the 4 spot is Clonmel Superior. 5th along the rail. That is Calhoun Clipper. Then Diplomat Sandy and Major Governor continues to trail. No change. They head single file onto the 3/8. 32 seconds, the opening quarter. On top, it's still Swinging Wave by 1. Blue Mineral first is right there second. Racing along third, that's Bird Tanner. Clonmel Superior looks at it from 4, holding down 5, Calhoun Clipper. Then Diplomat Sandy and Major Governor. Still no change as they approach the half. Swinging Wave continuing on the front end. Now coming out of the pocket to challenge for the lead is Blue Mineral first. They head into the turn. Then we have a gap of some 7-8 lengths back to Bird Tanner third. Clonmel Superior fourth. Diplomat Sandy on the move on the outside fifth. Calhoun Clipper and Major Governor. They move down the backside for the final time. 1:06 and 3 the half. Swinging Wave back leading it by 1 outside. Blue Mineral first coming back on again looking for the lead as they approach 3 quarters. Blue Mineral first on the outside now forging to the top. Swinging Wave a half a length back is second. Still a gap of 5 lengths back to Bird Tanner third. Clonmel Superior is racing fourth. Fifth is Calhoun Clipper. They head on to the upper turn. Swinging Wave on the inside. Now back to reclaim the lead. Outside, Blue Mineral first is right there. Second, third, that's Bird Tanner. Clonmel Superior is fourth. They have an 8th to come. 1:39 and 1 the 3 quarters. Straightening out through the lane, final time. On the inside, that Swinging Wave continuing to do battle with Blue Mineral first. Bird Tanner is closing in third. Through the lane they come. Final time, Swinging Wave. Outside, Blue Mineral first. Bird Tanner closing up very quickly on the outside. At the line, 3 of them across the track. Race number 4 of the evening has Sis Mindale, Dr. Dexter, Pocket Full of Gold, Presenter Celtic, Nickway Regal, But Kenny Wynn, Paris Model, Hustling Abbey, and Poetic Forecast. They are off and pacing off the gate. Presenter Celtic looking for the lead. Pocket Full of Gold out second on the inside, Dr. Dexter. They move into the first turn, and quickly from the outside and driving on to grab the lead is Nickway Regal. Inside, Dr. Dexter is second. Hustling Abbey on the limb is away third. Pocketful of Gold is fourth. 3 wide racing fifth. That's Butt Kenny Win. For center, something on the outside has 6. Poetic Forecast from 7. In the 8th spot is Paris Model, and trailing the field, that is Sismondale. They move past the opening quarter, continuing into the turn. Hustling Abbey reaches the lead by 1. Nickway Regal sits second. Dr. Dexter next in line is racing third. Up on the limb and traveling fourth. But Kenny Win fifth along the rail is Pocketful of Gold. Then Poetic Forecast comes off the rail in 6th. Racing from 7 is Percenter Celtic. 8th is Paris Model. And Sismondale trails 30-1 the opening quarter. In front of the grandstand for the first time as they approach the half. Hustling Abbey now being pressured by Dr. Dexter as they check in at the halfway point. On the inside and traveling third is Nickway Regal. But Kenny Win on the limb is 4th. 5th along the rail is Pocketful of Gold. 6th outside Poetic Forecast. Onto the backside. Final time half in 1:03. They move down the backstretch. Dr. Dexter now leads it by half a length over But Kenny Win. On the inside, Hustling Abbey is racing third to the outside. Nickway Regal is 4th. 3 wide. 5th is Paris Model. They continue on past the 3/4. Dr. Dexter on the outside, and right there second is But Kenny Win. Advancing quickly on the outside, 3 wide is Paris Model. Third, they head into the turn. But Kenny Win in the center takes over. Paris Model on the far outside is second. Dr. Dexter at the rail is racing third. 4th into the outside is Nickway Regal. They head past the 7/8, 1:34 and 3 the 3/4 on the inside. But Kenny Win, Paris Model on the outside. Through the lane they come for the final time. But Kenny Win trying to fight off Paris Model as they drive to the payoff. But Kenny Win, Paris Model on the outside. But Kenny Win, Paris Model at the line. It's close. We'll have to wait for the win pitcher. Dr. Dexter is third. Winner number 6, But Kenny Win, a 4-year-old black gelding by Nightly Blue Chip. Rosalie Gray, Kevin Pinkney driving the mile in 2:08 and 4/5. Race number 5, top of the stretch, has Hardy Blue, Yankee Paradise, If By Chance, Tucson Sun, Late Charge, Blue Again, Battle Shoebuck, and It's Miller Time. They are off and pacing. If By Chance away looking for the lead. Up on the outside, Tucson Sun. Down inside, Hardy Blue and Yankee Paradise. They move into the turn. Approaching the opening 8th. Tucson Sun from the far outside reaches up to grab the early lead. Away racing second as they continue into the backstretch. For time 1 is If By Chance. Away third and racing on the outside is Late Charge. Hardy Blue 4th. To the outside, Yankee Paradise in 5. Battle Shoebuck comes away in 6. Blue Again has 7. It's Miller Time is 8th and trailing. They continue into the turn. Moving on now to grab the top spot. Late Charge leading it by 1. Yankee Paradise now coming quickly on the outside second. In the pocket, Tucson Sun is third. If By Chance shuffle back to 4th. 5th along the rail is Hardy Blue. Blue Again coming up on the outside from 6. Off the turn in front of the stand. 29 and 4 was the opening quarter. They approach the half. Yankee Paradise now clears the lead by a length and a half. Up on the outside is Blue Again, now to race second. Third along the rail, Late Charge to the outside, racing 4th, Tucson Sun. 5th inside, If By Chance. Battle Shoebuck has 6, Hardy Blue in 7. And 8th and treading the field, It's Miller Time. They're halfway home in 1:01 and 4. They continue down the backstretch onto the 3/4. Blue Again on the outside now takes over from Yankee Paradise. 2 lengths back to Tucson Sun traveling third. Inside and racing in 4 is Late Charge. Battle Shoebuck up on the limb is 5th. Hardy Blue wide 6th. Past the 3/4, they continue on to the 7/8. Blue Again opens up now to 3 open lengths. Inside, Yankee Paradise trying to hang in second. On the outside now, racing third is Battle Shoebuck, 4th along the rail. As they continue past the 7/8, Late Charge, 3 wide, 5th is Hardy Blue. 1:34 and 1 the 3/4. They straighten out through the lane final time. It's Blue Again, well in control as they drive to the payoff. Battle Shoebuck on the outside is now second. Yankee Paradise drops off to third, but it's all Blue Again. Finishing second is Battle Schubach, Yankee Paradise third. The fifth race winner, number 6, Blue Again. 6-year-old gelding by Armbro Omaha. On by Vernon Cochran, Dave Carey driving. The mile in 2:08 3/5. Race number 6 of the evening, Kid's Brother. 3 A's and a C, Tarwin Ready, Reactor Nuclear, Doors Angus, Rambo Derby, and Granite Gambler. They are off and pacing on the inside. Kid's Brother away looking for the lead. 3 A's and a C in the center, out 3 wide, and looking for the top spot is Tarwin Ready. They head for the backside. Time 1, Kid's Brother. Tarwin Ready in the outside is second. Down inside, traveling third in the early going is 3 A's and a C. Granite Gambler is away fourth, followed by Reactor Nuclear in 5. Racing from 6 is Doris Angus, and pacing in 7th at the end of the field as they continue past the quarter is Rambo Derby. Out front, it's Tarwin Ready by 1 over Kid's Brother. 3 A's and a C at the rail is third. Here comes Reactor Nuclear, first up fourth, giving cover on the limb to Rambo Derby in 5. 6th is Granite Gambler to the outside 7th. As they move by the 3/8 is Doris Angus. 30 seconds the opening quarter. Continuing off the top turn in front of the stand for time 1, Tarwin Ready. Up on the outside now, racing second, Reactor Nuclear. Getting a second over Journey third is Rambo Derby. They continue past the half, and taking over the lead is Reactor Nuclear. Rambo Derby on the outside is second. Along the rail, Tarwin Ready racing third. Into the turn, they head for the backside. Final time, Reactor Nuclear by a length and a half. Rambo Derby on the outside is giving chase second. Tarwin Ready along the rail third. Fourth is Doris Angus. Outside, Granite Gambler is fifth. Down the backside, 1:03 and 1 was the half. They approach 3/4. Reactor Nuclear by a neck. Rambo Derby is second. Granite Gambler tipping 3 wide third. In behind them fourth is Tarwin Ready fifth. That is Doris Angus. They continue on to the upper turn. It's still Reactor Nuclear by half a length over Rambo Derby. Granite Gambler third. Tarwin Ready along the rail is racing fourth. Doris Angus has 5. On 8th to come. Continuing into the stretch, it's Reactor Nuclear trying to fight off Rambo Derby. Granite Gambler third. Tarwin Ready along the rail is fourth. Through the stretch, final time 1:34 and 4 3/4. And taking over the lead and drawing off to win it is Rambo Derby. Reactor Nuclear will finish second. And the show spot, it's close between Granite Gambler and Tarwin Ready. 6th race winner, number 8 in your card, Rambo Derby. The 4-year-old chestnut gelded son of Armbro Derby, over Robert O'Brien. David O'Brien catch driving, the mile in 2:06 and 4/5. Race number 7 of the evening has Powder, Tantalon Scott, Matt Combo, Better Barman, Landover, Bio Gulliston, Another Springer, Super Bowl Shuffle, and MD Calcium. They are off and pacing. Tantalon Scott off the gate to grab the lead. Matt Combo moving out second. On the inside, Powder is away third. Landover up on the limb is wide, racing fourth. They head by the opening 8th on their way down the backside for time 1. Tantalon Scott emerging with the top spot. Matt Combo is gathered back to grab a seat second, away third. Powder parked out in 4. That is Landover. 5th along the rail, MD Calcium. Outside racing from 6 as they continue past the opening quarter is Better Barman. Another Springer races from 7. In 8, Bio Gulliston, and Super Bowl Shuffle is 9th and trailing. They make their way into the turn, and Talon Scott continues to show the way by 3 parts of a length. Landover is parked out second. Inside, Matt Combo is third. Covered up on the limb, racing in 4 is Better Barman. Powder hemmed in at the rail has 5. Third over 6th is Another Springer. MD Calcium 7, Super Bowl Shuffle in 8. And Bio Gulliston is now trailing 30 and 4 the opening quarter. They move up past the halfway point. Landover on the outside trying to clear the lead. Tantalon Scott along the rail is second. Racing third is Mac Combo. Fourth on the inside is Powder. Fifth outside, another Springer. They head over to the 5/8. 103 and 3 was the half. 10 Talent Scott keeping Landover to the outside as they head down the backside. Moving off the rail, Mac Combo third. Powder along the inside is fourth. Fifth on the limb is another Springer. They continue on past the 3/4. Landover on the outside is now clearing the top spot. Outside, Mac Combo is second. 3 wide, another Springer is third. Dropping off 10 Talent Scott is fourth. Powder to the outside in 5. They head on to the 7/8, led by Landover. 3 wide, another Springer is second. Mac Combo in the center, third. 10 Talent Scott, fourth. Powder looking for room, fifth. 3 wide, coming sixth is Super Bowl Shuffle. They are by 3/4, 136 and 1 through the lane final time. Landover is clinging to the lead as they drive through the lane final time. Landover with the top spot. Up on the far outside is Super Bowl Shuffle. In the center, another Springer. 3 of them across the track and out the line. It's close. It could be another Springer in the center. 7th race winner, number 7, another Springer, a 9-year-old gelding by Springfield, O'Malley Blakey. Trained and driven by Keith Doyle, the mile in 2:10 and 2/5. Race 8, top of the stretch, Silent Assault, Absolute Proof, P.H. Sherry, Nearly Ready, Naughty Bean, Ankin Hot Heels, Velvet O'Hara, Courageous Lily, and Past Due. They are off and pacing. P.H. Sherry off the gate first, grabbing the lead. Moving out second, Absolute Proof. Up on the limb and traveling third in the early going is Nearly Ready. They move into the backstretch for the first time. P.H. Sherry coming away on top by 1. Nearly Ready will find a seat out the rail second. Up on the limb is Past Due, traveling third. Absolute Proof settled in fourth. Away fifth, Ankin Hot Heels from 6 as they continue past the opening quarter is Silent Assault. Racing out of 7 is Naughty Bean. They continue on to the 3/8. P.H. Sherry will dictate the early pace. She leads the field by 1 inside. Second, Nearly Ready. Parked on the outside, traveling third. That's Past Due. Absolute Proof next in line fourth. Ankin Hot Heels has 5. Then a gap of 5 back to Silent Assault 6. To the outside in 7 is Naughty Bean. Velvet O'Hara has 8. And 9th and trailing the field is Courageous Lily. Opening quarter, 30 and 1. They check in at the halfway point. P.H. Sherry continues to chart the path by 1 length. Past Due, a tough trip on the outside second. Locked in is Nearly Ready third. With cover on the limb, Ankin Hot Heels fourth. Absolute Proof in 5. Naughty Bean is 6th. On the outside, Velvet O'Hara now racing in 7. Dropping back on the inside 8th, Silent Assault, and trailing and moving to the outside, Courageous Lily. The half reached in 1:02. They move down the backstretch and on past the 3/4. It's still P.H. Sherry now leading it by 2.5, 3. On the inside, Nearly Ready second. Past Due on the outside third. Naughty Bean is fourth. Wide fifth is Velvet O'Hara. They head on to the upper turn. 1:33 and 4 the 3/4. P.H. Sherry still there by 2.5. Nearly Ready second. Past Due third. Advancing on the outside, Velvet O'Hara is now sitting fourth. Fifth on the inside is Naughty Bean. They move off the top turn and straighten out through the lane for the final time. Led home by P.H. Sherry, maintaining a 2.5, 3-length lead. Nearly Ready trying to hang in second. Velvet O'Hara closing up on the outside third, but they will not get to P.H. Sherry. Finishing second, Velvet O'Hara. The show spot goes to Nearly Ready. Heading back, the 8th race winner, number 3, P.H. Sherry, a 5-year-old mare by Full Feature. Obanekwe Farms, Kevin Pinkney picking up his second win of the evening. The mile in 2:08 and 3/5. Race 9, top of the stretch, Comic Noble, No Debtor. Fleet Director, True Pleasure, Moonwatch, Northwind, Jamie, Oyster Stew, Line of Fire, and Barely a Breeze. They are off and pacing. Fleet Director off the gate first, grabbing the early lead. True Pleasure hustling out second. Comical Noble gets away third. Up on the outside, racing fourth in the early going. Oysters 2, Barely a Breeze on the inside. Away racing from 6 as they head down the backstretch for time 1 is No Debtor. They continue on to the opening quarter. Out front, Fleet Director will set the early tempo. Leads by 1. True Pleasure is second. Comical Noble next in line. Third, Barely a Breeze fourth. Oysters 2 settling in fifth. Sixth, as they continue on past the opening quarter, is No Debtor. Racing from 7 and coming to the outside. As they continue on to the 3/8 is Line of Fire. Up on the outside, racing from 8 is Moonwatch, and 9th and treading the field as they continue off the top turn and enter the stretch for time 1 is North Wind Jamie. 32-3 was the quarter. In front of the stand, they approach the halfway point. On top and still showing the way is Fleet Director. Outside and coming first at him is Comical Noble second. Third in the inside, True Pleasure. Oysters 2 covered up fourth on the limb. Fifth in the inside, locked in, Barely a Breeze. Third over in sixth is Line of Fire from 7. As they continue down the backstretch is No Debtor. They continue on now to the 3/4. 105-4 was the half. Still with the lead, Fleet Director by 3 parts of a length. Comical Noble second, 3 wide, Line of Fire. They approach 3/4. Line of Fire out there, 3 wide, moving up to engage Fleet Director. On the inside, third, True Pleasure. 3 wide is Oysters 2. They continue on to the upper turn. Fleet Director on the inside, up on the outside, leading by half a length is Line of Fire. Into contention, third is Oysters 2. On the inside, True Pleasure locked in fourth. Off the turn, less than 1/8 to come. Line of Fire on the outside, battling back is Fleet Director. Oysters 2 set to fan out 3 wide. Through the lane for the final time, Line of Fire. Oysters 2 now closing in. Line of Fire, Oysters 2. Line of Fire will win it. Second is Oysters 2, True Pleasure third. The 9th race winner, number 8, Line of Fire. 6-year-old gelding by Troublemaker. On the stand, Nelson and Ben Kavanaugh. Robert Laffin picking up his second win. The mile in 2:09 2/5. Race number 10 of the evening has Logs Eagle, Rockin' and Rollin', Amity Charge, Harbor's Son, Bub, Harrier, and Frank Justice. They are off and pacing on the inside. Logs Eagle away to grab the early lead. Amity Charge driving out second. Settling in the 3 spot is Rockin' and Rollin'. Bub up on the limb is away fourth. Harbor's Son fifth. Sixth on the outside, Harrier. And away seventh and treading the field is Frank Justice. They continue through the backstretch, approaching the opening quarter. Logs Eagle up on the outside. That's Bub looking to take the lead away from Logs Eagle. As they continue past the opening quarter, in behind them, Amity Charge is racing third. Rockin' and Rollin' fourth. Harrier settling in fifth. Harbor's Son from sixth. And Frank Justice is seventh and treading. Single file as they move on by the 3/8. Out front is Bub by 2.5 over Logs Eagle. Amity Charge next in line is third. Rockin' and Rollin'. The inside fourth. Fifth and looking to the outside, Harrier. Sixth is Harbor's Son. And Frank Justice can see them all. 29-2 was the opening quarter. Through the stretch, they approach the half. Bub up front leads it by 2.5, 3. Amity Charge now coming up on the outside, first over into the 2-hole. Racing third. Along the rail is Logs Eagle, left uncovered on the outside. Harrier is fourth. Fifth on the inside. Rockin' and Rollin' from 6 on the outside. Harbor's Son. And Frank Justice still trails. They were by the halfway point in 1:02. They continue down the backstretch. Final time. Bub still shows the way by 1. Amity Charge is right there in the pocket second. Harbor's Son hustling up on the outside now third. On the inside racing fourth is Harrier. Fifth on the outside, Frank Justice. They check in at 3/4. It's still Bub with the lead by 1. On the outside, Harbor's Son in pursuit. Second, locked in the pocket. Amity Charge is third. Harrier fourth. 3 wide, Frank Justice from 5. They're midway through the final turn. 1:33 the 3/4. Bub's the one to catch. Amity Charge second. Harbor's Son up on the limb is racing third. Through the stretch they come for the final time. Bub leads them home. Outside, Harbour's Son taking aim second. Emily charging the center. Bob, Harbour's Son on the outside will get up to win it. Second is Bob in the show spot to Frank Justice. Back the 10th race winner, number 4 in your card, Harbour's Son, a 7-year-old son of Cold Harbour. Of William Blakeney of Dorchester, New Brunswick, trained by Danny O'Brien. Catch driven by Russell Burgoyne, the mile in 2:06 and 1/5. Race 11, top of the stretch, Kilkerran Jewel, Income Wilco, Katero, Sparkling Cloud by Onic Trick, Strike is Rich, Shockatees, Cherokee Hanover, and Nicky Gass. They are off and pacing off the gate first. Sparkling Cloud to grab the early lead. Katero moves out second. Up on the outside, racing third is Shockatees. They move into the first turn. On by the 8th and into the backstretch. Quickly on the outside to grab the top spot by Onic Trick. The inside away second is Sparkling Cloud. Katero third up on the limb and racing fourth as they head for the opening quarter. Is Strike is Rich. Fifth along the rail, Kilkerran Jewel. Income Wilco has 6. Shockatees now racing in 7 on the outside, and coming 8th is Nicky Gass, and 9th and trailing Cherokee Hanover. They move into the turn after an opening quarter of 29 and 1/5 seconds. It's Bionic Trick by 2. Second is Sparkling Cloud, parked out racing third as they continue off the top turn. And through the stretch, Strike is Rich. In front of the stand, they come for time 1, approaching the half. Bionic Trick still there by 2. Sparkling Cloud second. Up on the outside, Strike is Rich. Sparkling Cloud coming out of the pocket and moving up to grab the lead away from Bionic Trick. Outside and now racing second is Strike is Rich. Bionic Trick on the inside third. To the outside fourth goes Katero. Kilkerran Jewel has 5. Cherokee Hanover saving ground 6. Shockatees from 7. They move to the backside. Final time. The half in 1:01 and 1/5 second. It's Sparkling Cloud by 3 parts of a length. Strike is Rich on the outside is racing second. Katero on the limb third. Bionic Trick tailing off fourth. Kilkerran Jewel fifth on the outside. They move past the 3/4. Sparkling Cloud's the leader by 1. With Strike is Rich racing second. Katero is now traveling third. Wide sitting fourth is Shockatees. Kilkerran Jewel has 5. They head past the 7/8. 1:33 and 1 was the 3/4. It's Sparkling Cloud by 3 parts of a length. Strike is Rich hanging tough on the outside second. Inside, Katero is third. Shockatees fourth. Kilkerran Jewel fifth. Through the stretch for the final time. It's Sparkling Cloud. Strike is Rich on the outside. Sparkling Cloud. Strike is Rich. Sparkling Cloud wins it. Strike is Rich finishing second with Katero third. Riding back, the 11th race winner, number 4, Sparkling Cloud, a 4-year-old mare by Cloud Cover, by Alan Endries, Dave Carey driving. Mile in 2:07 and 1/5.